My dad lost, my poor dad, PhD, poor, helpless, and desperate. He wasn't poor until he lost his job, his paycheck, and his pension at age 53. So
Yeah,
I saw when
I remember in your book you talked about him, and he worked for someone for so long, and then he decided to try to become an entrepreneur, right?
he was the head of education for the state of Hawaii, very smart guy,
Yeah.
PhD. And then he got caught up in politics. And as you know, politics is one of the dirtiest games around. And he went up against his boss, the governor of Hawaii, John A. Burns. And for those who understand, Hawaii is probably the most corrupt state in the union. The governor, Burns, and his buddy was head of the syndicate, Larry Mayhow.
Right.
So both were former police officers. One became governor and one became the head of syndicate organized crime. And my poor dad, Ralph Kiyosaki, being an honest man, couldn't put up with the corruption. So he was kind of a whistleblower. The reason he was a whistleblower was he ran for lieutenant governor against his boss, the governor, and he got crushed. I mean, he got destroyed. And so the governor, Burns, said to him, "You'll never work in this state again. Screw your paycheck, screw your pension, and we'll make sure you don't do anything." So I came back from Vietnam in 73, January of 73. And my poor dad was unemployed, no paycheck, no pension. He bought an ice cream franchise because he's not an entrepreneur. He lost everything. So that's why when Ted and I team up, we have similar stories about how our fathers, affected our lives as young men. And
Right.
so pensions, what Ted and I went through, billions, and the word is billions of people will be going through the same problem we went through because our pensions have been bled dry by people like the Fed and Wall Street and the Treasury. So
Yeah.
who stole my pension is personal. And I think that's the reason why Ted and I get along so well. But as I said, my poor dad wasn't poor until he lost his job, his paycheck, and his pension. It nearly killed him. And then when he had no financial skills. As you know, most academics are fairly incompetent outside the school system.
Right.
And so when he bought the Swenson's ice cream franchise, he put his whole retirement into it and he lost it.
If you want to see more videos and interviews like this from influential people in tech, finance, and sports, subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit the bell to be alerted. And go a step further and join the YouTube and membership area for early releases of videos like this. I'm out of here. Ha!